guys, welcome back to Homebuyer 101. This is Bogan with A Better Life Realty, and today we're talking about the walkthrough how-to. Last video we left off talking about showings and which homes we're going to be finding so that we can check them out. This video we're talking about actually checking them out and what you need to do as you're walking through these properties. The pre-offer walkthrough is crucial because it helps you save money, it helps you save time, and it helps you save heartache. The average inspection costs about $300, and so if you can walk through a property yourself and find things that might deter you from purchasing it, then you can save yourself that money in the end. So let's hop into it. How to walk through. First, let's start with the approach, the drive up and the neighborhood. Make sure you drive around, check it out, see who your potential neighbors might be. Check out your street, see if it's a busy road, see if that is somewhere where you might be comfortable. The next step is to make a perimeter sweep. Once you've pulled up, start outside. Check out the roof, look at the foundations, look at the corners. Also look at the landscaping, look at the trees, look for any potential hazards or encroachments. Take a full circle around the property before you go inside so that you know what you're working with. Once you're inside the property, we always suggest that you go left to right, top to bottom, stop in every doorway. Stop at the front door, left, right, top, bottom. Start at the ceiling. There's 5 different layers you need to go through. The ceiling, the seam between the ceiling and the walls themselves, the seam between the wall and the floor, and then the floor. Every room you enter, use this same approach. Stop in the doorway, left, right, top to bottom. Go through the steps. Starting with the ceiling, you want to look for cracking, watermarks, any sort of discoloration, or anything that might stand out to you as looking like a problem. When you get to the seams, again, look for cracks. Make sure everything was installed properly and looks correct. After the seam in the ceiling, go to the wall. Look at the windows, look at the outlets, look at the wall itself. Is there any cracking? Is there any splitting between the drywall? When you get to the window, make sure there's no cracks around the window edges. Also, look along the window frame for signs of termites. That's a great place for termites to stack up. You'll regularly find frass or wings there, and that's a good indicator that there might be an active termite problem that could save you almost $1,200 in the end without having to do a termite remediation. Also, make sure to check out the outlets on the wall. Are they 2-prong? Are they 3-prong? Do they look really old? That might be a red flag for you as well. Once you've finished up with the wall, move on to the baseboard and the floor seam. Make sure the baseboard doesn't have any discoloration. Make sure there's no warping. Make sure that it's properly sealed to the floor and you're not seeing any cracks where anything could come in or get out of. Water could get underneath. These are all very important things. Lastly, examine the floor. Make sure there's no hollow tiles, which you can hear with actually hitting them and knocking on them. You'll hear a little dink sound that they make. Also, make sure there's no water damage. Make sure there's no soft spots in wood floor. Check the condition of the floor all around the property and make sure that it's something that you would be satisfied with. Repeat this action through every room. Stop in the doorway, left, right, top to bottom. Then continue on into the room, turn around and look at the doorway and do this all again. You'll be absolutely surprised at how many silly little things you can find and how much money and time you can save yourself in the end. A lot of times you'll see problems that you might not have found on the first approach if you were just walking through real quick, but by making sure to slow down and take your time, you can really find a lot of things that might deter you from buying a home, or you might even find cool little things that really make you interested in a property. Now that we've gone over some of the things you should do while you're walking through a property, let's go over some of the things you shouldn't do while you're walking through a property. That includes touching things. Remember, this is visual inspection of the property. This isn't the time for you to go and open and close windows. You shouldn't be going through people's medicine drawers or cabinets. Don't lay in their bed. Don't touch their things. Remember, this is someone's home and we need to respect that. Also, make sure not to talk negatively about a property while you're there. You can always talk negatively when you leave the property and talk about why it might not fit your needs, but that's not something you want to bring up with the owner unless it's maybe a fix that they could make. But it's really important not to insult anyone when you're in their home. Another thing is to make sure not to film without permission. People really like to film properties, and most people don't mind if you do film, but it's always very polite and important to ask. Again, we're in someone's home. These are their valuable possessions. There might be pictures of loved ones or just personal items that they don't want sent out. And so you just want to make sure you ask first. Also, while doing showings, make sure not to bring Fido along. Some people don't like to have pets in their home, and so because of that, we always just like to say, leave them at the house. Make sure to like and subscribe on our page if you found this valuable. If you think you're ready to buy or sell real estate, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. We hope you found this educational and enjoyable. We'll be back soon with more content, and we hope you have a great day.